Hi, my name is Sean Dullahan and this is the Transformations 10 by 10 Abs Challenge. You should have received your pre-course information by now and hopefully you've had a chance to look through that. This video is just to back up that information and to give you some insight into some of the exercises that we're doing during the course so that you know what you're doing when the course starts. As far as what you could achieve from the course, you could lose up to 10 pounds in weight. You will have more defined abdominal muscles, you'll have a leaner look, and you'll definitely be fitter. As far as the actual training is concerned, the workouts, you do as much as you can during those workouts. It's not a matter of keeping up with me or doing a set number of repetitions. You do as much as you can in that 10 minutes, following the changes in the exercises as we move along. I'm going to go through some of the exercises now. These are ones that commonly people make mistakes with and they are featured quite widely during the course. Okay, we're going to start off with a squat. You want your feet hip to shoulder width apart, toes pointing forwards. Extend your arms out to the front, squat down, come up, and push your arms behind you. So as you drop down, your arms go to the front. As you come up, the arms go behind. You need to keep your feet flat on the floor and push your bottom backwards as you go down. So you don't pitch your weight forwards onto your toes, you push backwards and come up. Range of motion is dependent on your strength. If you can get there, you go right the way down. If you can't, just a short squat will suffice. Okay, next exercise is called a lunge. You step forwards, the back heel comes off the floor, you bend your knees, sink down and push back to the start. So it's a nice long step forward so the back heel lifts naturally, bend the knees and push back up. So from the side, you can see that that back heel has come up naturally, drop down and push back up. Step, down and back up. Okay, we're going to do our first floor exercise, it's called a push-up. I'm going to do it sideways on so you can see the alignment of my body. I will turn my head to the camera whilst I'm doing this and during the workouts. You should look at the space between your hands. You can do this on your knees or your toes. Hands approximately shoulder width apart. If you're doing it on your toes, your feet want to be about hip width apart. Back in a nice straight line. You're going to bend your arms, take the elbows out to the sides, lower down and push back up. If you're doing it on your knees, just drop your knees to the floor, don't bring them right underneath your hips. You want them as far back as you can to make the exercise as challenging as possible. Keeping that back nice and straight and not letting your head drop down. Okay, next exercise we're going to do is sit-ups. Again, I'm going to do it sideways on so you can see the alignment of my body. You lie on your back, hands behind your head, knees slightly bent, and you sit up to your knees and lower down under control. So it's up to the knees, back down. Now if you can't get all the way up, squeeze up as high as you can. Don't just do a Woody Woodpecker on the floor. Come up as high as you can get and back down. Making sure you're controlling that movement throughout. The next exercise we're going to do is a plank. We've got a variety of planks in the program. It's a similar setup to a push-up, but it can be done on your hands or on your elbows. But the alignment is exactly the same as a push-up. That back nice and straight, and your head back looking at that space between your hands. Again, it can be done on your knees if you need to. Okay, finally, I'm going to do a couple of the cardiovascular exercises we do, which involve jumping. I just want to demonstrate how you should be landing these moves. Okay, we're going to start off with a jumping jack. So you jump into the air, feet go wide, hands overhead, and back in. You land, toes, then your heels drop. Your knees slightly bent at all times. Same for all of our jumping movements. When you land, toes, heels, knees bent. Don't stop, don't judder on the floor. So you should be landing toes, heels in a nice fluid movement. And the final exercise I'm going to show you is called a burpee. This is one of my favourites and it will become one of yours as well. Again, sideways on, squat down, hands on the floor, Extend your legs back into a plank position, feet come forwards, and you jump in the air. Again, landing toes, heels, bend your knees. Okay, we've got a Facebook group which I'll be setting up, which you'll all be members of. That is a secret group. It's a great way of communicating with each other. So it's an opportunity to swap advice and tips and also ideas on cooking, things to keep things a little bit more interesting. I'll be on there regularly every day. You can always ask me questions privately if you want to. Otherwise, I hope you enjoy the course and I look forward to working with you.